I'm Ashley McIver. Being in the mountains is a way of life for me. One of the best moments of my life was winning the gold medal for Canada in the Winter Olympics in Vancouver in 2010 in ski cross. There are so many factors that got me to the podium in ski cross, but one of the most important things to have, whether you're a pro or you're just out riding for the day, is respect.
Respect. Respect.
Respect. Respect.
Respect for yourself, respect for others, respect for the mountains. Video games look super realistic these days, but nothing gets more real than the risks you face in the mountains. There are no one-ups and you can't play again. The consequences are real. What? Helmets are great and I wear one while I ski, but you can't put all your faith in your equipment to keep you safe. Your brain needs to be working the hardest. Making good judgment calls is just as important as knowing how to turn and stop with control. I love skiing fast and pushing myself, but the mountains don't always give second chances. The consequences are real. It's all about respect.
Respect.
Respect. Respect.
The rules of the mountain are simple. They can be found here and here and here and here. They were created to keep us as safe as possible while skiing and snowboarding. Let's go over them before we head out onto the mountain.
Always stay in control. People ahead of you have the right of way. Snowboarders stand sideways and have to make that extra effort to check blindsides. Do not stop where you obstruct a trail or are not visible from above. Before starting downhill or merging onto a trail, look uphill and yield to others. If you are involved in or witness a collision or accident, you must remain at the scene and identify yourself to the ski patrol. Always use proper devices to help prevent runaway equipment. Observe and obey all posted signs and warnings, and keep off closed trails and closed areas. You must not use lifts or terrain if your ability is impaired through the use of alcohol or drugs. You must have sufficient physical dexterity, ability, and knowledge to safely load, ride, and unload lifts. If in doubt, ask the lift attendant.
Now that we've gone over the code, let's get out there. Hey Mac, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Skiing and snowboarding in films and comps makes it all look so easy, but you guys are professionals, right?
Exactly. You may not actually realize how much training and practice goes into a trick before we learn it on snow, so you've got to start small and progress slowly. I also make sure I warm up before I hit the big stuff, just so there aren't any surprises. Go through the park, check out the jumps, I check my speed, and make sure my equipment's working properly. The park changes every day, as well as the snow conditions. Having a splitter is also important. Have a friend stand on the knuckle of the jump, which is the flat of the deck before the landing of the jump, like I'm doing now. That way you can make sure no one's in the landing or any possible yard sales that may be going on. Okay, Ash, we're good? I ride the park every day, and I always make sure to keep these key points in mind. If something isn't feeling 100%, I just won't do it. After all, there's always next lap.
Hello, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Fine, thank you. So since the terrain parks can't really be built on the super steep slopes, you'll usually find them right next to the easier runs with lots of beginners on them.
Slow zones on the mountain are where kids and beginners learn how to ski and ride. Take it slow and give them their space. A collision could take you or the person you hit out for the season or worse. It just isn't worth it.
For beginners, consider taking a lesson. Your instructor will help you learn so much quicker, and they'll be able to get you to the best terrain for your ability. And is it ever awesome once you've developed the skills to ski terrain like this? But there's still lots to remember here too.
The mountain changes day by day and hour to hour. And you change as well. Your legs get tired and exhaustion sets in, not allowing you to ski and ride quite as hard.
We are definitely seeing people push further and further out of bounds to find the powder that we all love.
For sure. And for example, skiing into the trees can be awesome, but tree wells are a real threat. I always make sure to ski with a partner. We establish a meeting point, and then we keep track of one another to make sure that we both get out safely.
Absolutely. There's all kinds of things we need to pay attention to on the mountains that'll keep us safe. Sometimes on the mountain you're going to see signs like this. This is serious stuff. If you ever encounter a sign that says cliff in an area, your best bet is to hike up and away or out and away. Never try to negotiate your way down through these signs, even if you do see tracks. People who go beyond the boundary have to be even more prepared. Never just duck a rope or follow someone else's tracks. Going into the backcountry takes respect, preparation, and avalanche skills training. And we're not conducting avalanche control beyond the boundary. This is no joke.
That's right. I never go into the backcountry without friends I know I can trust to hold up their end of the bargain if something bad does happen, like an avalanche or a serious injury.
If anyone ever is heading out into the backcountry, beyond avalanche skills training, there are 3 pieces of essential gear that you must have with you. An avalanche probe, a shovel, and an avalanche beacon with fresh batteries.
Going out of bounds is not something you just do on a whim. Does anybody know where you're headed and when to expect you back? You have to respect the mountains because they're powerful. Make sure that somebody knows what your plan is, stick to that plan so that if something does go wrong, they know where to send help. No matter where you're skiing, always make sure you listen to that inner voice. Stop and think first. And always remember the most essential element before you hit the mountains.
Respect.
Respect. Respect.
Have you got it figured out yet? It's respect. We're all out here to have a good time, and if we use our heads, respect ourselves, respect others, respect the mountains, we'll all be enjoying this for a long time to come.